Jake Bates. Throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash, for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody. It is Friday, March 28th. The UFL season begins very, very shortly. How is everyone doing on this Friday night? We are here. We got a good one. St. Louis Battlehawks, Houston Roughnecks. I am excited. It is time. Mere moments away. Should be a good one. TDECU Stadium in Houston. Weather seems to be nice. It was raining earlier in Houston based on reports. Seems to have cleared up. This should be a good one nonetheless. It's interesting. So I have the rosters and depth charts pulled up. And again, St. Louis is going to be running a 2 QB system in a way with Mandy Wilkins and Max Duggan. Houston's going to be starting Anthony Brown at quarterback. Kind of was expecting Nolan Henderson, but still not too high on Houston per se. By the way, it's kickoff game for the UFL. I'm excited. It's more football, man. It's more football. Obviously, the big name for Houston's defense is Damon Arnett at corner. He was a former first-round pick in the NFL. See what he can do with a second chance. For St. Louis, I mean, for guys that weren't there last year, obviously Max Duggan, but also Rodrigo Blankenship at kicker. Honestly, him having his exit from the NFL was interesting when it was happening. Good to see he gets another shot. But yeah, Kickoff moments away. Been a minute. Been a minute since I was alive. Last time was the Super Bowl, and part of that is just because the schedule doesn't really make time for the weekly streams like I want to do. Hopefully in the fall that can start up again. But yeah. Let me know if everything sounds good. We're here. This should be fun. Again, I did these play-by-plays for the UFL last year. We're back doing them this year. They were really fun last year. A great way to start play-by-plays. It's been, with the start of this game, it's been one full year of doing them. UFL and NFL. We back. And obviously there's a few different rule changes compared to NFL and UFL as they show up. We will discuss them. The main one that we can see right now based off the scoreboard is how the challenges work. Each team in UFL gets one challenge. They can challenge anything with it. Like literally anything. So with that, again, you get one. We are here, man. I got Joel Cladd in a booth. Okay. Yeah, spring football. Like MLB opening day just happened. That was yesterday. Obviously, we're in the Sweet 16 for March Madness. Playoff pushes in the NBA and NHL. Obviously, like the Panthers are playing right now against Utah. I have that game on in the background. I'm keeping an eye on it. But I'm a football first and foremost. So football in the spring, I'm here for it. And speaking of it, I missed the Panther goal. That was Benny. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see who gets ball first in this one. I would imagine Houston would want ball first. As the teams are about to take the field, St. Louis, led by Coach Anthony Beck, and in Houston, the Roughnecks played in Rice Stadium last year and mixed up for a change of stadium for this year. I prefer them playing in this stadium. It just feels better than Rice Stadium. As the Houston Roughnecks also prepared to take the field. Moments away from kickoff in the UFL 2025 season. I tried to get an audio to work this time around, but that, no. Hold on. I didn't want to wear these, but yeah, I'm just more consistent with these. Damn. Oh yeah, the Roughnecks taking the field. Anthony Brown is set to be the starter. I wouldn't be surprised if they also run a little bit of a 2 QB system. I do highly doubt it, though. Led by head coach CJ Johnson. This should be a fun one from Houston. And see, last year, Houston's crowd wasn't the greatest. Alright, it's alright. What sucks with the teams they decided to make the home teams for week 1 is DC is really the only one that I'm expecting a really solid crowd out of. And then obviously when we get to week 2, when St. Louis gets their home opener, that should be a pretty damn good crowd.
All right, doing the pregame. So. Well, it's a kickoff game. That's the thing, though. Yeah, this posted. That was a backdoor goal for Benny. Cool. Yeah, crowd ain't the best, but it's also a Friday night on opening weekend for the MLB, so I'm not expecting too much from the crowd. The main thing will be DC on Sunday in terms of like crowd numbers. All right, heading to a commercial break. Kickoff will be right after. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm expecting St. Louis to be like the main attraction today. But you know, Houston could surprise me in the same way San Antonio did last year. Yeah, we'll see. We saw a commercial break again. Fox and their commercials. At least last year, the UFL, they had quite a bit of commercials. So we'll see if it's the same this year. St. Louis's defense is also interesting. Last year was a pretty damn good unit. This year, there's some changes made to it. Yeah, we saw a commercial. Waiting for kickoff. Yeah, Chris Blewett's the new kicker for Houston. The thing with the UFL is like it's the key numbers to look for is Birmingham, DC, and St. Louis attendances plus TV ratings. If those show solid improvements from last year and just show solid numbers in general, the league will be fine. I'm thinking you can't be expecting too much from Houston's crowd. So yeah, you kind of see that already. That's why I think it's kind of weird they made Houston the kickoff game location. But it's fine. The key thing is they put St. Louis on TV for kickoff day. And Leon O'Neal trying to get the crowd hype, but what kind of crowd there is. Like, this is a solid broadcasting team the UFL has. Especially for kickoff day, it's not bad. There's a lot of talk of, like, the passing game for St. Louis. I even did a good bit of talking about the passing game leading up to this. But Jacob Sailors is my guy to watch for St. Louis's offense. They can get this ground game going, especially with new quarterbacks in there. There should be fine. And then I'm curious on what this Houston offense in general is going to look like. Oh, Brock Horde. Former quarterback. Was he? He played with the Chiefs, right? Anthony Beck talking about the need to start off hot in the opener. Past few years have not been doing that with St. Louis. Including last year against Michigan. Lost that one on an insane game winner from Jake Bates. So hopefully get off to a much better start this year. That Houston crowd, man, it's hoping for a little bit more of a, hoping for it to look a little bit better. I guess, yeah, the storm was there earlier. Okay. All right, who's getting ball first? All right, St. Louis will be starting with the ball. Chris Blewett set to send it down with the NFL dynamic kickoff style. As the 2025 UFL season is underway, it will be returned beginning from about the 12 and going to get past the 25, breaking a tackle and down to about the 29. And that is where Manny Wilkins and the St. Louis Battlehawks will begin for their opening drive. I'm going to try this one again because I would much prefer if this would work. Comes to audio for this. But we'll see. All right, Manny Wilkins in at quarterback. In shotgun, back behind him. This, I'm not surprised by that. All right, 2nd and 5. Wilkins alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quick pass left side that's caught for a screen. And there's room to run for a first down to the 40. That's Jacor Pearson on the reception. The Battlehawks moving the chains early. All right, not bad, not bad. Final audio change. I'm just going to wear these fucking... Yeah, Jacor Pearson, 5'7", 178. I like the play calling so far. Although it is early. All right, so 2nd and 9. Wilkins under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to play action, look to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Pass right side in the flats, caught by Sailors. And going to get a gain of roughly 7 to about the 47. And it's a 3rd and 3 coming up. First third down of the game. First third down of the season. As St. Louis has a new offensive coordinator this season as well. It was Bruce Gradkowski last year. He left and in comes Phil I cannot see that name in time. It's 3rd and 3. Wilkinson shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to his left. Ball in roughly the 47, looking for midfield. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time. Wilkins to throw. Has some time, going to roll to his right to buy more. Room to run, first down and more. Wilkins past the 45, sliding down to the 42, but there is a flag. That's a tough penalty to get there. Juwan Bushell Beatty called for the penalty, the right tackle. And yeah, that's clear. Yeah, that's a clear penalty. It's now at 3rd and 7, actually. Wilkins alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking for Akeem Butler in the slot. Wilkins looking to throw. Going to step up, trying to buy some time. Can he keep it himself? Running right side, breaks tackles. And fighting foe. Good running by Mitchell. Mobility definitely does help out. Chip in the ball to mark the spot. And that's 0.2 inches. They're saying Manny Wilkins was short by. Wow. 4th and inches. Shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. As Wilkins will hand this off up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle and trying to fight. And they're going to say he's short. There is a flag down. But it seems like the initial spot is he's going to be short. And there's a penalty on St. Louis anyway. Penalty will be declined. As the runner was short. And Houston makes a very big 4th down stand on the opening drive. That was Jarvion Howard on the carry, and he just couldn't quite push the pile enough. So with 10:52 to play in the first, Houston will get the ball for the first time today in plus territory. All right. That's a great stand for Houston. Like, legit a fantastic stand. Puts your offense in a fantastic spot as Anthony Brown will be leading them out for the first time today. As we're at commercial break. You're at commercial break. Okay, it was a big fourth down stand. I'm shocked that I'm shocked they went shotgun. 2, I'm shocked they just handed it off up the middle instead of some kind of trickery with Manny Wilkins. And he has some power aspects in him. Panthers still up by 1 only. Oh, but if I go on the power play, seems like it. Just crowd wise. Ball on the 49. Brown and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. And first play is going to be a handoff up the middle. That's Kurt Merritt on the carry, and that's a gain of 1. Former Miami Dolphin, also played for the New Orleans Saints. Kurt Merritt makes his return after a bad injury last year. And now he's back for this UFL season. 2nd and 9. Brown is shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right once again. Brown looking to throw. Pass right side. Tipped in the air and picked off. Intercepted and brought down near the 43. It's picked off. That's Quinterio Cole. And the St. Louis Battlehawks get the ball right back with 10:09 to play. Quinterio Cole tips it up himself and picks it off himself. So is Blake Jackson on the carry? All right, so 2nd and 5. Wilkins going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to stumble forward for about 4. Jacob Sailors on the carry. A 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, ball just past midfield at the +49. Wilkins in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Going to toss this right side for Sailors. Has some blocking and going to pick up the 1st down and a gain of 2. Keeping the chains moving. And the Anthony Brown needs to shake that off when he gets out there for the next drive. That's a gain of roughly 7, a 2nd and 3 coming up. And yeah, new QB coach for St. Louis this year. Former St. Louis Seahawks Seneca Wallace. Gonna be a big help for this young quarterback room. No, I haven't missed too much yet. Wilkinson shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Pass over the middle. That's caught for a 1st down and down to about the 35-yard line. Jake Sutherland on the reception. I mean, all you've missed is a St. Louis on the opening drive failed to convert 4th and inches. And then 2 plays later, they picked off Houston. And now they've been moving on the 2nd drive. Just under 7.5 to play in the 1st. Wilkins under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to get stuffed at the line. Jarvie and Howard on the... Yeah, 2nd and 10 now. Sorry, the great thing with the UFL is you get to hear the play call as well. That's why I wanted to make sure I had audio for this season that I didn't have last year. As Wilkins in shotgun, back to his left, tight end to his right, going to hand off to Sailors up the middle. Has room to run. 1st down anymore, inside the 10, and inside the 20, down to the 15. Jacob Sailors. There's the impact he can have. Found a hole and just broke through. And the Battlehawks have entered the red zone for the... Sutherland is a perfect lead blocker. And Sailors gets the hole needed. The ball now on the 15. Wilkins alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to send one of them in motion left to right as they fake toss right. And Wilkins now looking to throw. Going to roll to his right to buy some time. Has room to run. Past the 5 and down to about the 3. 1st and goal, St. Louis. Manny Wilkins been using his legs effectively tonight. Yeah, free rusher off the right side meant nothing for Wilkins. All right, Wilkins in shotgun, back to his left, 1st and goal. Handoff, Sailors, and he's stuffed. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1. And 2nd and goal coming up. All right, we're 10 minutes into this game. And Hakeem Butler has not been targeted once. And honestly, I'm not too surprised by it. Wilkinson shotgun back to his right. Going to hand this off once again up the middle to Sailors, and he's going to fight his way in. Touchdown, St. Louis. Jacob Sailors on the board first this UFL season. 4:39 to play in the Battlehawks strike. Yep, first of many. I'm not surprised by that by the game plan so far. All right, here we see another difference between the NFL and UFL. No extra points. Instead, you have 3 different choices you can pick from. The Battlehawks are going to go for 2 points from the 5. Wilkinson shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. And going to jet touch pass this one to Pearson, who then looks to throw back corner, and just too high, incomplete. Was wide open for Denzel Mims, but it's a 6-0 game nonetheless. So points off turnover. As here we head to a commercial. All right. Yeah, St. Louis playing well so far. Yeah, I mean, it damn near worked. If Pearson just puts that a little bit better, it was just too high for Mims. I mean, it's off to a very good start for St. Louis. I'm curious on what the number for attendance is today. As he's the Marcel Aikman replacement. As he left in the offseason. Okay, no, yeah. Denzel Mims just played for the Jets. As we're just coming back from the commercial break, we get to see what Houston's offense can do on their second drive of the day. Again, first drive would lasted 2 plays before getting picked off, and it led to the St. Louis touchdown. Yeah, that was a very run-heavy second drive for St. Louis. I'm not too surprised by it. All right, kickoff underway. This will be out the. Yeah, Sailors now being interviewed on the sideline. Yeah, talking about the physicality that St. Louis has as a team. And we saw it on that drive. A lot of ground and pound so far from St. Louis. All right, ball on the 35-yard line after the touchback. Brown and shotgun back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off himself up the middle. And that's a gain of about 2. That was Kurt Merritt on the carry. Officially, we'll need to gain. All right, so Brown and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Gonna motion Merritt out wide to the right. So it's now 5 wide. Brown, quick pass right side, caught by Merritt for his screen. has some blocking and going to pick up about 6. A 3rd and 1 coming up. Argument for a holding call there. Won't be, but no flags thrown. Now officially ruling a 3rd and 3 from the 42. Brown looking to throw once again. Has time, pass left side is caught. And forward progress is going to be only a gain of 2. Justin Hall on the reception. It's 4th and 1. So now Houston has a decision to make. And it's going to be a 3 and out. They send out Mike Rivers and a punt team. And yeah, Justin Hall ran that route just short. So Houston's going to send this one down. Punt comes up. And it's going to be returned beginning from the 5. Gets past the 15 and down to about the 17, maybe 16. And St. Louis will begin from there. As we head to a commercial break. All right. And the St. Louis defense is although again, Houston hasn't been playing terribly so far today. It's just they're not moving. It's just they can't really get a ground game going. Again, it's still early. We're still in the first quarter, so they have time to change that. But they're going to need their defense to step up a bit if they're going to. Did they change? Did they change what the Carfax guy, the Carfax Fox looks like? I do not like this new. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Again, it's not the greatest timing wise for kickoff weekend, but there isn't really a great time to begin spring football in the first place. So it's like you gotta do what you can do. Because I mean, again, like I mean, maybe you don't start opening weekend for the MLB also. That way if you start if you start last week, you're fine and can get away with it. But definitely starting this weekend is tough. Yeah, or next week. Next week wouldn't have been too bad either. Because I mean, again, the biggest either last week or next week would have been better, just because that way you don't compete with MLB opening weekend. That's the biggest issue. Is having to compete with that. Especially because the Astros are playing the Mets in Houston this weekend. That's a tough series to go against. As we're back from commercial break. Ball in the 16. Wilkins in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to his right. Go into motion, one of them right to left. As they play action, a jet sweep and throw it right side for a screen for Sailors. Room to run past the first down and a whole lot more down to the 35. Jacob Sailor's been the main offensive weapon for St. Louis today, and it has been working wonders. Yeah, exactly. Like for as fun as March Madness is, you can get away with competing against it. It's the MLB that's the issue. Wilkinson shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Wilkins has time. Throwing deep. Left side Pearson. That's caught for a first down and a whole lot more. Down past the plus 35 to the 33-ish. What a dot from Manny Wilkins to an open Jacob Sailors. And the Battlehawks are moving. Just an easy slot fade. Beautiful. Ball now on the 32. Wilkinson shotgun once again. Going to touch pass this to Pearson. And that's going to be a gain of roughly 5, maybe 4 inside the 30. 1:20 to play in the first quarter. So 2nd and 6. Wilkins under center, back behind him. Going to toss this left side for Sailors. Trying to find a lane and going to pick up about 2. Third down. It's 3rd and 4. They have time for one more play before the end of the quarter. Play clock winding down. Wilkinson shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to his right. Got to get the snap off. They do in time. Wilkins pass left side caught. Gonna be a nice spin inside the 20 and down to the 16. Jarvion Howard. A beautiful spin. And they pick up the first down and have entered the red zone once again. Just a very simple wheel and slant combo on that left side. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Just a fantastic showing for St. Louis so far in this one. Manny Wilkins is playing pretty damn well in this one so far. Like, I am shocked at how well he's playing. But it's only the first quarter. There's still time for Houston in this one. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, again, so far it's been pretty solid. It's week 1. It's a kickoff game. Can't be expecting too much out of everything. All right, so this probably be the only one for this season on. Yeah. Probably gonna make a change to my laptop for tomorrow. But we're right on the PC for now. It's been a pretty solid game. You know, I wanted to see if my PC will work in this setup. I'll probably shift to the laptop for tomorrow. But I think it's working fine enough to ride for the rest of this. Yeah, again, tomorrow I'll also be live tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST. as the San Antonio Brahmas take on the Arlington Renegades. And that game should be a really tight one. Like, that game should be fantastic. Like, that should be a legit fantastic game. Yeah, cause the law. Again, I'm not like, I don't have like a true fandom in any team. When the XFL was going on before COVID hit, I was a New York Guardians fan, hence the jersey. But like, if I had to pick a team from the UFL, if I had to pick a team from the UFL, it would be St. Louis. So we're back from commercial break, and it's been all St. Louis so far through one. They have ball in the 16. Wilkins under center, back behind him. First play in the second quarter, going to be a play action. Wilkins looking to throw. Has time rolling to his right. Room to run if he chooses, and he does. Past the 15 and out of bounds to the 13. Again, out of the UFL teams, I am a fan of the Battlehawks. Oh yeah, Wilkins missed a wide open Akeem Butler over the middle. That's one that AJ McCarron. The 2nd and 6, Wilkinson shotgun back to his left. Going to hand off to Howard up the middle, and that gets nothing. No gain on the play. Yeah, again, I also like Michigan. Like, DC, St. Louis, Michigan, and Birmingham are just fun teams to watch, and I like watching them. And like, again, like Michigan because of Jake Bates and all, but he's not there anymore. Again, I like aspects of a lot of these teams, but I'm not like an actual fan. 3rd and 6, Wilkinson shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming left side. Throw left side. That's going to be caught. And down to the 1. What a grab. That's Frank Darby on the reception. A new addition in the offseason. He's just shy of the end zone. That's a great pass by Wilkins, though. Just shy. So Wilkins under center from the 1. QB sneak, diving forward, and he is in. The St. Louis Battlehawks. They strike once again and extend their lead. Yeah, he's still in San Antonio. So like that should be interesting to see tomorrow. That should be interesting to see tomorrow because he didn't get to kick a field goal last year. All right, and St. Louis is going to go for 2 once again. 2-point try from the 5. Wilkins alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Wilkins rolling to his left, looking to throw. Now trying to try and keep it himself, but unable to. A loss of 2. Be able to get to 2, but they extend their lead to 12 nonetheless. I think he will. I think he's learned from his. I think he learned how to tackle compared to last year. Yeah, St. Louis dominating in this one so far. Again, I'll probably shift over to my laptop for tomorrow. I'm on my PC in this setup just for wanting to test it out. It's functional, but it's not consistent like how I wanted, like just from early testing. But yeah, it should be fine though, or good enough at least for tonight. Again, it's week 1. It's a kickoff game. The kinks are going to get worked out by the end. And one of those kinks is going to be me forgetting to change possession indicators. Yeah, we're at commercial break. Because I got a Wi-Fi extender. I got a Wi-Fi extender not too long ago. So I was hoping that with that I can get a consistent connection for. Yeah, I know. It's also on me to remember. I changed how I did the possession stuff compared to last year UF. So I just need to remember to hit the button. Because before I would drag it over. Now I just hit a button and it switches. I gotta remember to do that. But yeah. Yeah. Again, it's the kickoff game. There's gonna be a few kinks here and there, but again, they'll get worked out by tomorrow probably. The biggest one being the slight hiccups in the stream. I have the laptop's over there. I just need to get it set up for this. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow morning. All right, just coming back from the commercial break. St. Louis about this one down. No, that's his partner that he bought the UFL with. As kickoff underway, going to be returned from about the 6. And going to work this side and get forced out of bounds here at 29. Yeah, The Rock was supposed to be at this game, but he had some issues with his flight out of Hawaii. So he'll probably be at the game tomorrow, I would assume, in Arlington. Yeah. Alright, Brown alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Pressure coming quick. Rolling to his right to buy some time. Still looking downfield and will be forced out of bounds for no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up. Brown and shotgun back to his left. Going to play action, throw over the middle. That's caught in a gain of 9. Justin Hall down to the 38-yard line. And it's a 3rd and 1. I want to say he bailed on it. Again, there was complications with his flight. They had to make an emergency landing back in Hawaii. All right, 3rd and 1. Brown under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle. And it'll depend on the spot. Kurt Merritt is close. That wasn't it. They're going to say he got first. That was Lorenzo Lingard on the carry. So they moved the chains for the first time today. And yeah, the measurement confirms the first down. So Brown is shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Brown handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of roughly 2. That's Lingard on the carry once again. All right, so going some hurry up here. Brown looking to throw. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. A little bit too far outside, looking for Kiki Chisholm on the carry. UFL. All right, 3rd and 8 coming up. I'm not sure if The Rock has like a favorite team in the UFL. It's just impressive. It's just important that he promotes the league in general. Brown alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 8 looking to throw. Gonna roll to his right instantly to buy some time. Room to run. Has room. First down in the more. Past midfield and still going. Inside the 40 and down to the plus 38-yard line. First down for Houston. They're past midfield for the 2nd time today. And yeah, that's a good play by Anthony Brown just to get out there in space. Well, DC's crowd is also one of the better crowds in the UFL, so I'm not surprised by that. Brown in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Gonna play action, look to throw. Has time, throwing deep. Right side has a man. And incomplete, underthrown and nearly picked off, but falls harmlessly to the ground. Chris Payton-Jones nearly picks it off, but it was there. He throws that more so towards the back of the end zone, and Houston gets on the board. It's there. Looking for Lawrence Keys, but just couldn't get it far enough down the field. So Brown in shotgun once again for 2nd and 10. Going to hand this off right side, and that's going to fight. Going to be a fight to get back to the line of scrimmage for Kirk Merritt. 3rd and 10. I mean, St. Louis and DC has that rivalry, so no, I'm not surprised. All right, 3rd and 10. Anthony Brown in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to his right. Going to look to throw. Rolling to his right to buy some time. Pass right side. And it's picked off. A diving interception and down at the 30. A diving interception for Lucas Dennis and the St. Louis Battlehawks. The 2nd interception of the night. Yeah, just threw it short and behind Justin Hall. And the Battlehawks nabbed their 2nd with 8:22 to play in the half. Yeah, it was Seattle at first. I would not be surprised if we see the Sea Dragons return next year when the UFL expands. Because if they are to bring back teams from previous years, Seattle definitely has the best branding of them all. And Houston has Nolan Henderson on standby if they need. Whom I thought Nolan Henderson was going to be getting the start entering the season. But they gave it to Anthony Brown, who he hasn't been playing. He's been 2 interceptions. Hard to say he hasn't been playing terribly. I just know that St. Louis said that they have plans for Max Duggan. I'm not sure if he actually will be seeing the field. It depends on if they need him. But Manny Wilkins has been playing really well. But yeah. Yeah, Wilkins is playing too well. And I'm kind of shocked by how well he's playing. Like this off, I mean, again, this isn't the same St. Louis style offense that we saw last year. It's nowhere near as pass happy, which is probably for a good thing. But like it's again, and yeah, it's shown that it's been for the better. It's been way more effective than what St. Louis has been in the past. As we're just coming back from the commercial break. And yes, St. Louis has 4 returning starting offensive linemen from last year to this year. With the right guard being the only one changing. And even then, he was on the team last year. And again, with the way that they've been running the football, it's been showing. Wilkins still in the game, under center, back behind the ball on the 29. Going to double reverse flea flicker. Wilkins looking to throw, rolling to his right now, buying some time. Going to keep it himself and lose about a yard. But St. Louis going back to still going with some trickery. Officially looking at the loss of 2. Big. This offensive line, man. It's solid. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. They get the snap off in time. Wilkins, read option to the left. Flag down as he slides down at the 33, a gain of 5. But there again, there is a flag most likely on St. Louis. Yep, it is holding on Hakeem Butler. There's a replay of second down. So St. Louis has just been going backwards this drive. Yeah, that's a clear hold as well. All right, just under 7.5 to play in the half. 2nd and 18. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball now on the 20 as Wilkins looks to throw. Pass left side is overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Blake Jackson. 3rd and 18 coming up. First incompletion of the game. It took until just over halfway into the second quarter. It's 3rd and 18, and they tune into the offensive coordinator's microphone there. He just groans. There's a pretty fair reaction. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw once again. Houston sending pressure. Pass left side, caught by Sailors for a screen. Has some blockers down the field as he gets past the 30. Breaking tackles, pushing forward. First down for St. Louis. A gain of 19. And Jacob Sailors. There's that power ability that he has. They keep the chains moving and the drive alive. Just bulldozing people. And that's why I was mentioning Jacob Sailors so much in the preview videos. Wilkins, handoff up the middle on 1st and 10's going to lose about a yard for Jarvion Howard. Oh yeah, but Sailors is such a good back. And like again, sent a blitz, which just gave Sailors even more room. Jeez. What a play. Talk about getting your team hyped. That's how you do it. So 2nd and 11, Wilkins under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna play action, look to throw. Wilkins, with plenty of time, going to step to his left and has room to keep it himself. He's going to pick up about 10, but there is a flag once again, going to be pushed back. It's holding on St. Louis. The left tackle this time. And that's the main way St. Louis has been pushed back. Jared Jones-Smith called for the hold. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 21 now. Need to just get it about half. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right, as well as they're going to hand this off to Howard left side and going to get about 5. About 3. Just like the penalties. Wilkins alone in shotgun. Quick pass left side's a screen for Jacor Pearson. Breaks the tackle, room to run. First down and more. Past midfield, past the 40, and down to the 37. Once again, the Battlehawks convert a 30 and keep the chains moving. And Houston's going to be called for too many men on the field anyway. And St. Louis, holy. I think Howard's more of a receiving back. Off of how they use Javon Howard. Wilkins going to hand this off up the middle for Sailors. He's going to fight his way for about 6, maybe 6-ish. But 2 3rd and 18s picked up on screenplays. And yes, St. Louis has been dominating in this one. Damn near 6 times the amount of total yards. Second and 4. 3:15 to play in the half. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side as they hand this off once again to Sailors. And he's going to gain about 2 on the play, up to roughly the 30 and a half. It's weird. Like Houston's again, it's 3rd and 18. They're gonna run it. Yeah, they're either gonna hand it off or run a screenplay. It should not be that difficult. But again, this defense is also tired right now. St. Louis has been dominating time of possession in this one. As Wilkins is in shotgun, back to his right on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass left side and is dropped by Sailors. Had room to pick up the first if he caught it. And it's 4th and 2. Not the greatest of throws by Wilkins, but there's pressure in his face. And he gets it out there just enough. That's a tough drop. All right, 4th and 2. Out comes the field goal unit. The first attempt for Rodrigo Blankenship in the UFL. 48-yard kick from the left hash, and there is a clock stoppage for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the half. When we get back from this commercial break, Hot Rod Blankenship will try and make it a 15-point game. Yeah, I think yeah, we'll see. I mean, this has been. I knew St. Louis was going to play handle and was gonna not handle, but we're gonna be just fine in this game. But this is something else. That's what. God damn it, Ball Flash. St. Louis has not just been like in control of this game; they have been completely dominating this one. Like, it is impressive how well they've been playing. Okay, I also want to see real quick. Rodrigo Blankenship, what's his career field goal? Okay, he's a career 84% field goal kicker. He has a career long of 54. So this is right near the edge of his field goal range. Hell, there was a season in the NFL where his long was 48. Which, honestly, that might be the biggest reason why he did not... He only had a 3-year-long career up until this point in the NFL. Like, long of 48, jeez. We'll see. I mean, again, most of the as we're just coming back from commercial break, most of the offense, I would say, is the same from last year. It's just the system is slightly different. Because there's no longer Bruce Gradkowski as the OC. The main thing was the defense and what the changes there were going to mean for this team. And they've been handling it just fine. To be fair, it is Houston, but it's still been impressive. As they have damn near 21 minutes of time of possession so far. Alright, Hot Rod Blankenship. Trying making it a 15-point game. NFL career long of 53. And they're going to audible and look like they're going to fake this. They're in a tush-push formation on 4th and 2. As they try to get Houston to jump. And unsuccessfully at that. St. Louis will call their first timeout. Trying to get Houston to jump, but unable to. Alright. I like the trickery attempt there. Yeah, kind of funny. If it was like 4th and inches, 4th and 1, I think there is a legit possibility they snap that ball. Alright, now 48-yard kick from the left hash. Career long is 53 for Blankenship. To make it a 15-point game. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is good. Didn't have a lot of leg in that one, but it gets through nonetheless. Well, it would have been Jake Sutherland to carry that as we head to another commercial break. But yeah. Again, there wasn't a whole lot of extra leg on that kick. Which, again, I think that's probably one of the bigger issues for Blankenship. It's just the power behind this kick. Like, what was his college long? What was his long in college? Oh, of course it's not. $55? Yeah, okay, so his long is like 55. But that was also in 2018. So that was a few years ago. I don't think for as good as the offensive line is for St. Louis, y'all not Philly. I don't think y'all can tush push for 2 yards. Yeah, 154 remains in the first half. St. Louis with a 15-point lead. Houston has a chance to double up here. They get ball to begin the second half. It would be cool to see y'all try that. But again, I doubt there ever be a case where you would need to try it. All right, just coming back from commercial break. All right, St. Louis better send this one down. Blankenship set to send this one down. Kickoff underway. And this will be bouncing out the 15 and return beginning from the 10. And gets out of bounds near the 24. Kirk Merritt on the return. And Houston's offense takes the field once again. Oh yeah, I mean, if it's the actual offense out there for it, then definitely I can see more so likely to be successful. All right, Brown and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Going to quick pass to the right for a screen, and that's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 6 for Justin Hall. So Anthony Brown in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Going hurry up. Under a minute and a half to play in the half. Brown looking to throw. St. Louis sends pressure. Gets picked up. Pass right side. That's caught. And going to be a gain of roughly 2. As Kirk Merritt's on the reception. And a little slow to get up. I think he'll be fine. .111 to play. And Houston calls their first timeout. Yeah. I think Sutherland would be the better idea for that. Like if you go Wildcat and motion Sutherland in, I think that would probably work for 2 yards out. But again, it doesn't matter. You're not playing to a level where you need to rely on someone like that. As we head to a commercial break, St. Louis playing just fine right now. Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, this is kind of what I was expecting out of Houston, which is that not great style. And part of it is Houston is a very weird team coaching. They're not coached the greatest, but also part of it is just St. Louis is that good of a team, and they have that good of a defense. For as good as we say Birmingham is and how dominant they have been in spring football, on the XFL side of things, St. Louis is the bar. So that's why this was a good test for Houston to get in week 1, because it shows how they stand up against one of the best teams in the league. But it's also a tough thing to pull for the first. It's also a tough draw to pull, especially as the very first game people are going to see in this season. If this was like tomorrow's game, or if this was like the noon game on Sunday, it wouldn't be as bad. All right, just coming back from commercial break. 1:11 to play in the half. Ball into 29. 3rd and 4, Brown in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left after sending the man in motion right to left. St. Louis sending pressure once again. Brown, pass over the middle, is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Justin Hall. That's Lucas Dennis on the coverage. And it's once again a 3 and out for Houston with the clock stopping. Very weird to call a timeout now after that point. Because now St. Louis is in a great spot to extend this lead. Punt comes off clean. There is a flag. Ball's going to bounce and be returned beginning from the 22. Pearson, room to run down the right side past the 40 and out of bounds near the 49. What is the flag? Illegal formation on Houston. And it's a 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run. So ball into plus territory for St. Louis as they have 57 seconds left in the half. Again, this has been a great game so far for St. Louis. A fantastic game for Jacob Sailors. And they have a chance to really put an exclamation point on this half. Ball on the plus 47. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw once again. Wilkins has some time. Going to step up, break a tackle, and keep it himself. Sliding down at the 40. Clock continues to tick. 45 seconds. St. Louis has timeouts if they want to use it. But they're going hurry up. Wilkins in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Wilkins looking to throw. Quick pass right side, caught by Sailors in the flat. And that's going to be a gain of about 3, enough for a first down. 28 seconds left. The clock stops. They have 2 timeouts still. Hakeem Butler still has not been targeted tonight. He's the main receiver on the St. Louis team. Just because of how much of a monster he can be. As Wilkins in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, ball in the 37. Wilkins looking to throw. Houston sends 4 with time. Pass over the middle. That's caught for a first down and a whole lot more. Inside the 20 down to the 16. That's Frank Darby on the reception. And St. Louis calls their second timeout with 19 seconds to play. What a throw from Manny Wilkins. He's been playing fantastically tonight. Like, just playing fantastically. Yeah, the goal this year for St. Louis should be making the championship game. They came just short last year. They have the roster to make it this year. And they've been playing like it so far today. Of course, it's the first half of the first game. But still. Maybe it could just be that Butler just... it could just be that they're not trying to get Butler the ball just yet. Because they're lining him up inside, and having him be a distraction to open up everyone else deeper down the field. It's Wilkins alone in shotgun, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw once again. Pass, end zone, incomplete. There's Hakeem Butler, first target of the day, and just couldn't hang on to the contested pass. 2nd and 10. Yeah, that's the third. Yeah. Oh, that's good coverage. That's just good coverage. I like the decision from Wilkins. Maybe you throw Pearson back shoulder, but I like that decision. Now 2nd and 10, 14 seconds. Same formation. 3 to the right, 2 to the left as Wilkins looks to throw. Pass, left side, end zone, and too high, incomplete. Overthrown, looking for Gary Jennings, and they have time for one more shot. You can target the entire field. You have one more timeout. Wilkins and shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. One of them sent in motion left to right. Wilkins to throw. Has time, rolling to his right to buy more. Pass Pearson right side. It's caught and out of bounds for a gain of 1. 3 seconds to play. And out comes the field goal unit. This is the thing, Hakeem Butler can have a bit of an attitude at times. He is still good enough to where you still give him the ball if he's open. He just hasn't been tonight. As Blankenship is on for a 33-yard kick from the right hash to make it an 18-point game entering the half. Kick is up and right down the middle. It is halftime. And Houston will get ball to begin the second half. It is still a 2-possession game. That's the thing with the UFL. It is still a 2-possession game. So Houston is in no ways out of it. But they're going to need to get their offense in check. Yeah, again, Hakeem Butler played phenomenally last year. He's been playing phenomenally across all of the spring leagues. And the offense is again, you can't be complaining too much with the lack of targets towards Hakeem Butler. Obviously, he can be, but I can't say force him the ball more because the offense is working just fine without him getting the ball more. But this was a fantastic first half of football for St. Louis. Just fantastic. All right, we're at halftime. I will quickly be right back. All right, I'm back. Still at halftime. Still going good. Again. Entering this game, I made sure, like, in power rankings and predictions in the preview video, I made sure to emphasize Jacob Saylor's return in this year and how big it is for this Battlehawks offense, especially with the departures of Mateo Durant and Wayne Gallman. And he has shown it so far tonight. He is by far the MVP of this game. He's playing so damn well. Like, both facets of the game, and through his legs and his running ability, through his hands and the receiving ability. He's playing really, really well, and is a big reason why St. Louis has been dominating this game. Another big reason is their defense. I mean, 2 interceptions, including one in the second play of the game. It's impressive. St. Louis, there's reason I have St. Louis at number 2 on my power rankings, despite them not making the UFL Championship game last year. As a whole, yeah. And like Hakeem Butler only has 1 target so far, but he's still a threat if they need to come in the second half. But Jacquard Pearson has been great for them. Newcomer Frank Darby has been playing pretty well. Like, this is exactly how St. Louis wanted to start this game out and this season out compared to previous years. Now, Houston, on the other hand, yeah, that Houston locker room, I mean, I'm waiting to hear if they have the locker room talk. Yeah, like, if St. Louis can keep this up, the end's the limit with this team. All right, the halftime is just talking about rule changes. As they're doing the new dynamic kickoff style, or the XFL style that was from a few years ago. I'm hoping to hear at least part of the halftime speech in this Houston locker room. I'm not expecting to hear much of it, but I'm hoping to hear some of it because they have the audio in there. So again, with the challenges in the UFL, you can challenge any call. You can challenge anything. If you win the first challenge, you get a second. But if you don't win that challenge, you lose it. And that's why there's only a single challenge bar on the scoreboard. Because we're still at halftime. I don't think attendance numbers have been announced yet. Yeah, I'm not expecting much from attendance tonight. The main thing is like DC on Sunday is where I'm really expecting attendance to be at. Yeah, we're still at commercial, we're still at halftime. Houston will get ball to begin the second half. So they have a chance to cut into this deficit, but not looking the greatest. Yeah, we'll see. What does Joel Klatt have to say right now? Yeah, just talking about how dominant St. Louis has been. I'm curious. I'm curious if we're gonna see Max Duggan tonight. The reports were that it was gonna be a kind of a 2 QB system for St. Louis, but Manny Wilkins has just been playing that well. I'm not sure if it's worth throwing Duggan out there just yet. Again, like, what's the difference here in damn near 6 times total yards, damn near 8 times the amount of first downs, just pure dominance for St. Louis. Let's head into another commercial break as we await the second half kickoff. This has been pure and utter dominance. Been fun, pure and utter dominance, but pure and utter dominance nonetheless. As tomorrow we get San Antonio versus Arlington for the second game of this UFL season. As the Panthers are back in first place in the Atlantic with an overtime win over Utah. Hell yeah. We got the game winner. It was Bennett on an assist from Brad Marchand. Hell fucking yeah. Yeah, well, Marchand, man, hell yeah. Yep, cause the law. I'm kind of like a pseudo Battlehawks fan. My main team from at the XFL 2.0 is the Guardians. They did not make a comeback in the UFL, sadly. So I kind of just root. I root for the league to be successful, and St. Louis is one of those teams where they kind of need to be successful for the league to have success. So, by proxy, it's St. Louis, it's Michigan, it's DC. I just love those atmospheres. Michigan I like because of Jake Bates. That was a fun story to follow last year. But like, if you have a good home atmosphere right now in the UFL, I'm gonna naturally progress towards that squad. We'll see. If the Guardians ever come back, then I'll have a rooting interest again. But I kind of like having the UFL just be the league where I can be purely impartial. Because when the NFL rolls around and the Dolphins take the field, Mondays are not fun. It's good just to have football where I don't care what the outcome is. I just want a good game constantly. All right, I'm back in the commercial. I missed Anthony Beck's halftime speech, but give me Houston's. What? they, they just showcased what a discussion between head coach CJ Johnson of Houston and one of his staff members on the sideline. I don't know what that conversation was. Oh my. I mean, yeah, tempo it hasn't been great. But that's not because there's been more to this than just tempo and poor blocking. I love that we actually get to hear some of these discussions. I love it. Anyway, second half kickoff. Blankenship sends it down, going to be returning beginning from the 10. And gets up to about the 29.5. That's Kurt Merritt on the return. As Anthony Brown stays in at quarterback for Houston, he takes the field. 30 minutes to play. What you got? All right, Brown in shotgun, back to his right. First play of the half is a handoff up the middle to Merritt, who bounces it out towards the right side and gains nothing. Him and Anthony Brown had some kind of miscommunication there. Yeah. Merritt missed his hole. He just has to hit that next time. As Brown in shotgun going to give it to Merritt once again, right side. He's going to break some tackles and gain about 3. The thing with Kurt Merritt is he's not a running back. They moved him to running back last year. But he's a receiver. He played receiver in the NFL for Miami, for New Orleans. He's just not a running back. He does a good enough job at running back for what Houston is doing, but what they're doing isn't successful. As it's 3rd and 7, Brown in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left looking to throw. Gonna step up, throw right side, and incomplete through the hands of Kiki Chisholm, and it's a 3 and out for Houston. And that's not a good way to start this half. Alright, punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from about the 22. And has room down the right side. Gets past the 30 to about the 32. As we head to a commercial break, as Mandy Wilkins takes the field for the first drive of the half for St. Louis. Yeah, this has certainly been an interesting one. We shall see. And we're at commercial break. Let's see this OT winner from Bennett. What a pass from Marshy. Still at commercial break. So I also saw that Michigan State advanced in March Madness. I mean, that's kind of that's an interesting one. I mean, even then, like, who did LSU play tonight? Who advance? The Wolfpack, NC State or Nevada? Because there's two Wolfpacks in college for some reason. NC State, okay. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Wilkins under center, back behind him. And going to hand this off, left side. Room to run, good blocking, a gain of 9 for Jarvion Howard. Eight yards before contact on that play, and that's just going to show, man, this St. Louis offensive line, they're a legit threat. As the Battlehawks are over 100 yards rushing on the night already. Wilkins under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. It's 2nd and 1 from the 41. Hand off to Howard once again up the middle, and this time, gonna go nowhere with it. A loss of about a yard. 3rd and 2 coming up. I mean, like, Nevada doesn't do a whole lot in the college world, but they still exist. Well, like, the most notable thing in college football-wise that they've done in the past decade plus is bringing Colin Kaepernick into the league. As it's 3rd and 2, Wilkinson shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Receiver sent the motion right to left as they hand off to Sailors up the middle. Breaks the tackle and room to run past midfield. Good blocking downfield as well. Gets past the 35 and out of bounds at the 34. Jacob Sailors continuing his dominance. It's a 1st down for St. Louis. A broken tackle at the 1st down marker. And man, he's running so well right now. One of those days, you're good, man. It's Friday night, just relaxing. Jacob Sale is already at 125 yards from scrimmage. Just playing so damn well. As Leon O'Neal is heading to the sideline after that one. The Battlehawks are up to about 300 yards of rushing. Wilkins under center, back behind him. Going to play action, look to throw. Wilkins with time. Pass right side, caught by Howard in a flat. And going to break a tackle and gain about 5 up to the 30. Also, the broadcast just made a comparison of Jacob Sailors to Warwick Dunn. That's not terrible. Questioning Smart has no fault since. Yeah, I saw that. It was funny. I completely thought you were joking when you said that earlier, because I've seen so many memes about Avengers Doomsday and random ass people that are going to be in it. 2nd and 5, Wilkinson shotgun back to his left, hand off to Howard up the middle. He's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Maybe gets a yard. Yeah, the differences between how Jacob Sailors is running tonight and how Jarvion Howard is running. Nothing against Howard. Jacob Sailors is just finding those lanes and exploiting them. It's the whole give him an inch, he'll take a yard thing. Sailors is living that tonight. So 3rd and 4, Wilkinson shotgun back to his right. Need to get the snap off. And St. Louis is going to call their first timeout. They were not going to be able to get the snap off in time. It was 3rd and 4. And the Marlins game is still going on. That's how much I care. I know it ended. All right, 10 minutes to play in the 3rd. It's 3rd and 4. It's just fun being able to hear the communication between OC and quarterback. Wilkins alone in shotgun. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 4. Wilkins looking to throw. Has time. Rolling to his left to buy some more. Gonna try and step up. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks a 2nd and a 3rd. And finally brought down. Gains 3. It's 4th and 1. And yeah, you go for it here. But Manny Wilkins, man, using his legs makes it so they can go for it here on a good scramble. Again, his legs is a massive add to this offense that AJ McCarron didn't have last year. Wilkins in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Rolling left, and look to throw. Pressure coming, just launches one and incomplete. A throwaway. That's the 2nd failed 4th down conversion of the night. And Houston is still in this. Yeah, Duggan can provide the same thing as we had to do a commercial break. Duggan can provide the same thing. I just think, and I think that's why they were like thinking about going to QB here, or they had Duggan on standby if Wilkins didn't perform as well. But the thing is like Manny Wilkins was with the team last year, so it made sense he would get the start. And he's just been playing well in this game. Obviously, he's not perfect, but he's been playing well, and St. Louis is dominating in this game. Obviously, when you start getting into some tougher opponents, you're gonna want him to be a little bit more of a complete quarterback, because there's been some he has missed some open targets, but he's playing well for his first true start in the UFL. I'm not really having any complaints here. There's all things that he can work on. Yeah, we'll see. I would like to see Max Duggan at some point tonight because St. Louis has been so dominant. I think it would be good for him to get a drive or two in the fourth. But I mean, Manny Wilkins is playing well. You don't want to take him out just yet. Yeah, Max's story is great. As we're coming back from commercial break, 9:06 to play in the third. As Nolan Henderson is taking the field, a new quarterback for Houston. He was with Houston last year, and let's see what he can do this year. Henderson and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to shift it back to his right. 1st and 10 from the 26. Henderson looking to throw. Pass left side, tipped at the line and incomplete. In the vicinity of Justin Hall. Honestly, similar to how Manny Wilkins got the start this year for St. Louis because he was on the team last year, I'm shocked Henderson didn't get the start for the same reason. As Henderson and shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 10, going to hand this off to Merritt right side. Has some blocking as he gets to the sideline. And it's going to be close, depending on the spot. Might be a first down, might be 3rd and short. And they're going to give him a first down for Kurt Merritt. Gain of 10 exactly. Henderson and shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Now rolling to his left to buy some time. Looking downfield, pass left side. And that's incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in as Lawrence Keys the intended target. I also think this is mentioned now, like both of the quarterbacks that Houston has have mobility to them. Just need to be able to use it. Henderson is shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Handoff up the middle to Merritt is going to gain about a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up. What you got for 3rd and 9? That's a long play call. All right, Henderson alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 9 from the 37. Henderson looking to throw. Pressure quick off the left side. Rolls to avoid it. Looking, throwing, downfield. Has the man and incomplete. Threw it in between 2 wide open receivers. Neither of them knew who the ball was for, and it falls to the ground. 4th and 9. Oh, it's there. Oh, punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 12. And Jagor Pearson gets past the 25 out near the 29. Oh, wasted chance. He had 2 wide open guys as we head to a commercial break. 2 wide open guys over the middle, and he just threw it in between them. Tough. Just tough. Tough to miss that one. And about 6:20 left in the third quarter. Still haven't seen. Still haven't seen attendance numbers tonight. Yeah, I think we can get Duggan in the fourth. Maybe for like a drive or two. I would not be surprised. Just because, again, St. Louis has been dominant today. It said it's low. Yeah, I knew it was low. 10, even 10K feels high though. If it's 10, 15K, you take that, considering everything and how it looks. You take that. But that feels high. It's not great, even if it is 10K, it's not what you were hoping for. But you will take it, all things considered. Yeah, it could be actually 6K. Because there's a difference between like tickets bought and attendance. It's yeah. All right, just coming back from commercial break. 6:13 to play in the third. Wilkins under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off to Howard, right side, room to run. First down and more. Past the 45 and still going. Past the 40. Yeah. Past the 45 down to about the 47, maybe 48. Jarvion Howard. Big time carry to start the drive. Oh yeah, Battlehawks fans travel well. I'm curious how Houston's next home game will look. Wilkins throws on first and 10. Pass over the middle is caught by Howard past midfield and down to about the plus 48. A good one-hand grab by Howard. Yeah, St. Louis has about 160 rushing yards. Houston has 62 total yards. Not been a great offensive showing. Wilkinson shotgun back to his left. Two receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for Howard's going to fight his way for about 2. Duggan is the backup, as they're just showing him now on the screen. He is the backup. Wilkins got the start. Been playing well. I would not be surprised if we see Duggan in the fourth for just some cleanup snaps. There was some idea that St. Louis might use a 2 QB system. They haven't needed to tonight. As it's 3rd and 4, Wilkins alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Wilkins looking to throw. Quick pass, right side. That's caught by Pearson for a first down. Past the 40, down to about the 37. And yeah, there's a 2022 Heisman finalist. I forgot Stetson Bennett was a Heisman finalist. God, that Heisman. Yeah, that 2022 season for Duggan was impressive. That's why I would like to see him on the field tonight at some point. Wilkins handoff up the middle on 1st and 10 is going to be a gain of about 2. That's Jacob Sailors on the carry, a 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah. The broadcast is saying it perfectly as well right now. It was like, when Manny Wilkins is playing this well, you can't take him out of the game, even if there was the plan. You let him ride this. And then again, you get Duggan some snaps in late in the halfway through the fourth. And maybe next week as well. Wilkinson shotgun back to his right, going to hand us off the Sailors up the middle. Room to run past the 25 and down to the 23. Another first down for St. Louis. They're running the ball so well tonight. Like, even for the Dolphins, I am jealous of how well this running game is going. But yeah, like one more touchdown, and I think we can see Max Duggan more. We can start seeing some. Then we might see Max Duggan sooner. Wilkins under center, back behind him. Need to get the snap off. They do. Handoff. Sailors right side has some good blocking and picks up about 3, maybe 4. Close to the 2021. A 180 rushing yards. Wilkins is shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 6 from the 20. And handoff up the middle once again for Sailors. He's going to gain about 3. This is just solid, man. I wasn't expecting a ground focus offense from St. Louis, but it's working and it's fun to watch. It's 3rd and 4, a minute and a half to play. And the play clock's winding down. They're going to reset the play clock. A minute and a half to play in the 3rd. Pure dominance from St. Louis tonight. Wilkins alone in shotgun. 4 receivers to the left. Gonna motion 1 inside. Now a back lined up to his right. 3 receivers to the left. A tight end to his right. Wilkins looking to throw. Houston sets some pressure. Pass left side. Caught for a first down and a gain of 5. That is Chase Allen on the reception. His first grab of the season. And St. Louis, once again, man, just moving the ball well. Houston is trying to get pressure in there, but they're just not able to. This offensive line, man. Ball on the 13. Wilkins under center, back behind him. This has been nearly a 6-minute drive so far. Handoff up the middle for Javion Howard. Room to run and gets tripped up inside the 10. Down to the 8. A touchdown saving tackle as it's 2nd down coming up. They don't need to get one more play off, but they're going to line up anyway. Wilkins under center, back behind him. And they're not going to snap it. End of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes to play. St. Louis up by 2 possessions. With ball inside the 10. Looking to make this a 3-possession game. Yeah, by the shoestrings. As we head to a commercial break. This has been again, I'm loving this. Like, St. Louis is playing so well right now and so effectively. It's amazing. I do wish we got more of a passing offense from them, but we're just not, and it kind of sucks. No, in the UFL, you can get 9 points on the possession. So it's a 2-possession game currently because you can go for a 3-point try from the 10 after a touchdown. So in the UFL, this is a 2-possession lead. That's one of the different changes. It makes it so like 4th quarter comebacks can get a little bit more exciting that way, but probably won't see any tonight. But yeah, this is a 2-possession game. I mean, I think we saw like a few 3-point tries last year. The most common one is the 2-point try from the 5. And then you can go for a 1-point try from the 2. There's no PATs, extra points of that nature in the UFL. It's weird how they didn't mention that change in the halftime stuff, but I guess they mainly were mentioning changes from 2024 to 2025. But yeah, that is one of the bigger differences from NFL UFL. So is the onside kick. There's no typical onside kick. It's instead of 4th and 12 from your own 25. With the hope is to make it so fourth quarter comebacks are more likely, and it makes end of game scenarios more exciting. We saw that primarily with San Antonio versus Memphis last year. But we still have a commercial break as we wait for the start of the fourth quarter. It would be nice to see a 3-point try tonight, but I doubt Houston's offense has not been playing well enough to where I think we'll see it. All right, just coming back from the commercial break, the start of the fourth quarter underway. I don't think Edling is the starter. Pretty sure they announced Bryce Perkins is the starter for Michigan on Sunday. I would not be surprised if we see Danny Edling though in some packages. Like we might see a lot of 2 QB systems this year in the UFL because it worked for Birmingham last year. All right, 2nd and 5, ball on the 8. Wilkins under center, back behind him. Handoff to Jarvion Howard, and that's going to be a gain of roughly 3. 2, maybe 3. So 3rd and 3. Yeah, he's still on roster though for Michigan. Wilkinson shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Looking for a fade route to Hakeem Butler here. Wilkins to throw. There's the fade to Butler left side and incomplete. No flags. Butler wants one. Was good coverage there. Rashard Williams in coverage. Yeah. I'm not sure that should have been a penalty. Oh, St. Louis is going to challenge it. All right, so for those who don't know, you get one super challenge in the UFL. You can challenge anything. Any call, any miscall, any play, anything. So St. Louis is going to challenge that there should have been defensive pass interference there. So if they win this, they will be their ball at the 1. If they don't, they're probably going to just send out Rodrigo Blankenship. Oh, that angle does show a little bit better. Left hand. All right, and yeah, we're hearing into the replay studio right now, and they're gonna say that is defensive pass interference, and they're gonna win this challenge. So St. Louis wins the challenge. They're gonna get a challenge back. because that's a new rule for this season, is to get the challenge back. And it's 1st and goal from the 1. And St. Louis has a chance now to cap off this drive in the end zone. Already a great drive, even if it was ended in 3. So ball on the 1. Wilkinson shotgun back to his left. Gonna keep it himself. Left side read option. Stumble in. He's gonna dive forward and get in. Manny Wilkins, his second of the day. And the Battlehawks have taken a 3-possession lead, up by 24. Barely dives forward and gets in. Nearly a great tackle by the ankles, but Manny Wilkins, man. Yeah, I would expect to see Max Duggan if we see St. Louis get the ball back at some point. And Houston's going to call their first timeout, as St. Louis was lined up to go for a 1-point try from the 2. This has been the perfect week 1 for St. Louis. Like, legit a perfect week 1. I need a constant microphone on CJ Johnson, the head coach of Houston. I need to know what he's saying on the sideline right now. Because there's... the 1-point try from the 2. Wilkins and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. And Wilkins is going to hand this off to Jarvion Howard. He's going to push and fight his way and be marked just shy of the end zone. It's a 24-point lead, as Houston will get the ball back. With 13 and a half to play, we head to a commercial break. I don't think he's talking. That's the issue, and why I want to have a constant camera and microphone on him. I don't think he's saying anything. Like, again, after halftime, they showed a discussion between him and one of his staff members, one of his assistants. And it legit was like his assistant was coaching him on what to say to the team at halftime. So I don't think he's saying anything, and I want to make sure on that. Because, like, this has been, oh man. Yeah, I mean, again, like UFL fans as a whole are not big fans of CJ Johnson. And that's for a reason. He's not been a good coach. Like, he has not been a good coach previous years. And so far this year, it's not looking great either. And we're 1 game in. So, like, I will be shocked if he makes it past the season. Exactly. But it's like, he doesn't, it's weird. I don't want to say too much because it's all just speculation and there's no, like, anything confirmed right now. But it's not a good sign. With how, because when they are putting a camera on him and they are having his mic on, there's barely any communications to begin with. That's why I don't think he's saying anything on that sideline right now. Like he's barely talking to begin with. After just getting back from commercial break. All right. Anthony Beck just confirmed it on the sideline in a conversation between him and Manny Wilkins after that touchdown. Manny Wilkins' night is done. A fantastic night. He played really, really well. Like, really came out here and proved himself. Next time St. Louis gets the ball, it will be Max Duggan. It is confirmed. They just showed Anthony Beck telling Manny Wilkins that. It's a hell of a night for Manny Wilkins. No, these aren't new. You can tell by this. These are the PlayStation Pulse earbud headphones. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 5. It's Kurt American is trying to flip field towards the left side, and he's flipped at the 29-yard line. Houston will begin from there. Yeah. I mean, this is a second pair of these. I had an older pair, but these are nice. I kind of just wish that the padding stayed on longer. All right, so Nolan Henderson in shotgun back to his left. Going to play action, look to throw. Pass over the middle, that's caught by an open receiver. Going to break a tackle and gain a first down and more. That was Emmanuel Butler on the reception. Yeah. Rush Nugget, don't blame you. There's just about 13 minutes left in the game. And Henderson in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to his left. Henderson going to drop back, looking to throw once again. Has time, pass right side. And it's incomplete, and there's a flag down as well. Looking back shoulder for Kiki Chisholm. They're going to call DPOY there on Chris Payton Jones. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of waiting for Max Duggan as well. I was expecting them to go every other drive thing, but I get why they didn't, obviously. But we're gonna be seeing Max Duggan soon. All right, so ball now on the +41. Henderson is shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Going to shift the back to his right. As he hands this off up the middle, and that's a gain of about a yard. Lorenzo Lingard on the carry. Oh, I meant DPI. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll DPI. Henderson and shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. 2nd and 9 from the 40. Henderson looking to throw. Pressure coming quick. Breaks off 1 sack, going to escape up the middle. Breaks another one and fights forward for a gain of 2. But takes a hit. Nolan Henderson. Good fight in there. Good effort. But, that St. Louis pass rush. They have it. They're starting to get home. They haven't quite fully gotten home yet tonight, but they've had their moments. 3rd and 7. Henderson in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the +38. Henderson looking to throw. Quick pass left side. That's caught for a first down. Gain of 7 exactly. And that's Kiki Chisholm on the reception. Yeah. Yeah, clip it and send it to me in DMs. The ball now on the +31. Henderson in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Houston having one of their better drives of the night. Henderson to throw. Going to step to his left to buy some time. Flag down in the backfield as Henderson keeps it himself for 2. But this is going to be called back due to holding. Holding on the offense. Going to be called on Zach Banner, the left tackle. And pushing them back. So one of the better drives of the night for Houston. Getting pushed back. Ten and a half to play in the game. Henderson and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side bunched up. Henderson looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side wide open. That's caught Justin Hall. Gets inside the 25 and out of bounds at about the 23-ish. Just shy of the first down marker. Pick up 19 on 1st and 20. Justin Hall wide open. Could have been offensive pass interference there in Kiki Chisholm, but no flags thrown. It was a close one. So 2nd and 1, ball in the 22. Henderson and shotgun back behind him. Going to hand this off to Kirk Merritt left side, trying to get to the edge, but unable to. And a loss of about 3. Not much going on that one. It's Chris Garrett on the tackle for loss, 3rd down. $9:20 to play in the game. And the clock continues to tick. It's 3rd and 3. Henderson and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Henderson looking to throw. Gonna step up, rolling to his right to buy some time. Now keep it in himself. Inside the 20-15, out of bounds at the 11. Nolan Henderson providing a spark to this Houston offense. It's the first time in the red zone tonight. With a 1st and 10 from the 11. Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty absent ground game tonight, and Nolan Henderson is doing what he can to make it noticeable. So Henderson is shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to his left, 1st and 10 from the 11. Henderson to throw, pass, right side end zone, and too high, incomplete. Looking for Kiki Chisholm. 8.5 to play. Thank you for clipping that, Ball Flash. I'll look at it after. I'm not surprised that I slipped up there on that. Henderson is shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left once again. Henderson to throw. Pass right side is incomplete. Dangerous pass into triple coverage. Looking for Kiki Chisholm once again. And it's 3rd and 10. 8 minutes to play. Yeah, slowing down here now. They wanted to go up tempo, but Henderson is shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left once again. Play clock winding down. They just wasted like 30 seconds on the Henderson throw in end zone. Right side is too high, incomplete. Looking for Emmanuel Butler. No flag. It's 4th and 10. The drive stalls out. They wasted 30 seconds to run that as the play. Oh, trust me, I have as well. I have also seen worse announcer mishaps. That's why. I mean, we all remember the Castellanos to deep left field shit. Oh, Houston's going to challenge that? All right, Houston's going to challenge for DPI on this one. Let's see. What? Yeah, it's hand fighting. It's hand fighting. That's fine. That's clean. Yeah, they're gonna lose this challenge. Yeah, that's a bad challenge. They lose the challenge and lose a timeout. Ball stands 4th and 10. That's that sequence there is just so bad. You waste 30 seconds to call a goal line fade from the 11-yard line. And then you blow a timeout and a challenge on a clear no DPI. All right, keeping the offense on the field. No other choice here. 4th and 10 from the 11. Henderson alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 7:20 to play in the game. Henderson to throw. Pass time. Pass left side. Incomplete. Nearly picked off. A dangerous pass as Cameron Kelly Cameron Kelly in coverage. And it's a 4th down stand for St. Louis. 7:15 to play. We head to a commercial break. That sequence is so bad from Houston. Like, I just don't get it. And we're going to be seeing Max Duggan now for St. Louis with 7:15 to play. I'll take it. But that's such a that is a Matt Eberflus-esque sequence there. It's bad. Like, you waste so much time. You run a goal line fade from 11 yards out. Like, that's the case where you know you're going to go for it. Try to get you need to get inside the 5. On 3rd down, you need to get inside the 5. To make it a much more manageable 4th down. Like, that's such a bad sequence. It's still Houston's best drive of the night. But they really needed to cap off that drive in the end zone. It would have really put a stamp on what was a what has been a bad game. But at least you get in the end zone there, you can salvage something from this. Oh well. Time to see what Max Duggan can do. Mark Thompson, who was on Houston last year, tweeted out DJ ass in reference to their head coach. During the next meeting and tell the team a story about when he used to be with the Saints. Oh, I love it. All right, just coming back from commercial break. St. Louis with the ball. As Max Duggan will make his UFL debut. All right, what you got? TCU legend. Time to see what he can do in this system. He's in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side, ball in the 11. Going to keep it himself, right side read option. Room to run, hurdle it and down down to about the 26, past the 25. Hey, that's a pretty solid first play for Max Duggan, using his legs. That's great. All right, Duggan in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Ball in the 26, 1st and 10. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Handoff up the middle. Jarvian Howard. Room to run. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. Pass to 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. 5. Touchdown St. Louis. 2 plays. 89 yards and the Battlehawks extend the lead to 30. Max Duggan just led a touchdown drive in the UFL. Jarvion Howard, there is the breakaway run he has been waiting for tonight. Look at that hole. Bro, look, the Russian lane. And then the power to break 2 tackles. Look at Akeem Butler getting downfield to lay more blocks. Look at Gary Jennings getting downfield to lay more blocks. Blake Jackson gets down there as well. They're going to go for the 1-point try from the 2-yard line. Duggan in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers each side. Going to keep it himself up the middle. And he bulldozes his way in. 31-0 with 6:21 to play. Just wow. 89 yards on 2 plays, both on the ground. That was a beautiful touchdown run by Jarvion Howard. Like, just beautiful. Like, the rushing lane that was open was perfect. He hit it beautifully. Broke 2 tackles right around midfield. And was just gone. 2 receivers down there as well to block any stragglers. Just wow. 74 yards to the house to extend this lead. Already a dominant showing. Holy, I need to see something. I now need to see something. What's the total yards? That single Russian touchdown is more Russian yards than Houston has had the entire game. Houston, this entire game, has 55 Russian yards. That single touchdown was more. Wow. This offensive line, as we're just coming back from commercial break, this offensive line has been insane. Like, 4 Russian touchdowns. Jarvion Howard, man, just bulldozing. That is beautiful. All right, Blankenship sends this one down. Going to be returned beginning from the 10. And down the left side to about the 34. The Angry Bull from now on. Yeah, it goes crazy. Like, this is we saw this type of running attack from Philly in the NFL last year. It's a running attack that will win you so many games. .463 total yards of offense for St. Louis tonight. Henderson is shotgun back to his left. Going to look to throw. Has some time, going to step up to his left now. Throwing left side wide open. And incomplete. Too low for Lawrence Keys in a dive-in effort. Had two people wide open there on that side, though. All that offense, Spain. Yeah. It is like they're running with the Bulls. Like, it's crazy. Henderson is shotgun, going to look to throw once again. 2nd and 10. Pass left side, that's caught for a gain of about 2. And that's Lawrence Keys on the reception. Or just wait till, yeah, he'd be wearing red. Hey, DC and Birmingham both wear red, so. It's just under 5.5 to play in this one. Henderson and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 37, looking to throw. Gonna step up and escape pressure. Taking it himself up the middle, room to run. Past midfield, past the 40, 35, and out of bounds at the +31. Nolan Henderson has been the entire offense tonight for Houston. And he only came in halfway through the third. I would not be surprised if Nolan Henderson gets the start next week. His legs alone have led to 2 of the best drives for Houston tonight. Ball now on the +30, actually. Henderson is shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Has some time, going to step to his right to buy more. Still looking downfield and going to keep it himself and gain about 6 up to the 24. 4.5 to play in this one. Nolan Henderson needs to be the starter next week. He needs to be. He should have been the starter tonight. Henderson is shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Not on the same page with Kurt Merritt. He thought that he was going to break out. He sat over the middle. He sat over the middle. And it's now 3rd and 4 with 4 minutes to play. So crab down her lip. Yeah, let him. Henderson is shotgun back to his right. Going to look to throw once again. Quick pass right side, wide open. Kiki Chisholm inside the 20, inside the 15, and down to about the 12. Houston has entered the red zone once again. Just under 3.5 to play. Clock still ticking. You need to start Nolan Henderson next week if you're Houston. You need to. Ball actually on to 12. Henderson is shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to his left. Going to look to throw once again. Pass left side, that's caught. Inside the 10 and down to the 5. And takes a hit there. Cam Sutton on the reception. And Houston is inside the 10. The furthest they've gotten down the field so far tonight. A 2nd and 3 coming up. 1 more play needed at minimum before the 2-minute warning. Henderson is shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Henderson to throw once again. Pass time. Pass. End zone. Wide open. Touchdown Houston. Justin Hall. And they avoid getting shut out. 2:24 to play. They avoid the shutout. And they're going to salvage something from this one. Yeah, that's just a good route by Justin Hall. Sat at the goal line, shifted to the left to find space. And Justin Hall gets his first of the season, had 3 last year. And Houston's going to go for a 2-point try from the 5-yard line with a play that's called Shaq. Henderson in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Henderson rolling to his right, looking to throw. Pass end zone, and that's incomplete. Through the hands of TJ Vasher. But it was there. You know, I'm not fully sure about that. If it's Shaq or Shaq. And we head to a commercial break with 2:24 to play. I would imagine it's Shaq, like Steak Shack, or is it Steak and Shack? No, like Shake Shack. That's what it is. That's the name of the restaurant. I assume it's that kind of shack. Because I feel like if it was named after Shaquille O'Neal, it would be like a power run play. Either way, we'll see what Houston decides to do here. They could go for the 4th and 12. To try and, again, keep this a little bit more salvageable. But here's hoping that tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST, the San Antonio Brahmas are going up against the Arlington Renegades. That should be a much better game than this one. Both of those teams are really solid. San Antonio was in the UFL Championship last year. Arlington is the XFL champions from 2 years ago, and they have an offense that can put up points. So that should be a better game tomorrow. This one, the expectation was it was going to be a pretty lousy game. It's been entertaining, but that's just because St. Louis is playing so well. And honestly, since Nolan Henderson has gotten in, it has been a little bit better looking of a game. That's why I'm saying that Nolan Henderson needs to be the starter next week. Speaking of, who does Houston play next week? As we're still at commercial break. I'm just getting back from commercial break. Oh, Houston plays Arlington next week. Ugh. All right, they're going to go for the 4th and 12. It's a 4th and 12 from their own 28 to try and keep the drive, to try and keep their possession alive. Try to gain a new possession. Henderson in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Henderson looking to throw. Pressure coming. Going to Beast. Brought down, but that's a face mask. He was sacked. But they're going to convert on a face mask by Peta. I know how to pronounce this. Peta Tome Penu. Gonna get called for the face mask, and Houston keeps possession. They finally get home and get a sack, but he gets the face mask. So now ball on their own 43. Henderson in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pressure coming, gonna escape to his left and just chuck one away. It's a throwaway, incomplete. Luckily falls to the ground safely. This St. Louis front 7 is starting to get home. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning as well. They're starting to get home. And yeah, Travis Feeney came in free over the middle. And that brings us to another commercial break. 2 minutes to play. St. Louis pretty much has this one in the bag. Just need to wait for the clock to expire to officially say so. There's 2 minutes remaining. We just hit the 2-minute warning. Houston regained possession. Oh, you're good. You're good. Houston just regained possession thanks to a face mask on a 4th and 12. I doubt they score again. We'll see. I doubt, though. I mean, this Houston team. I was expecting more out of them than this, but still not by much. Like, I'm gonna. The hope is that. Oh yeah, I only stream here on YouTube. I know multi-stream is like a popular thing to do. I don't care. I'm just here to have fun. If this blows up and I'm able to do it, and I get to a point where I can do it full time, that's great. But I'm here because I'm a football fan and it's more football. I'm here because I'm a football fan who watches a lot of football anyway and decided last year to just say fuck it and start going live with it. But yeah, we're at commercial break, so. Yeah, the plan is I will be back live again tomorrow for San Antonio versus Arlington at 4 p.m. EST, as we're just coming back from the commercial break. And yeah, I plan to do all but 1 week of the UFL. That'll be, I want to say that'll be like week 6. I won't be able to do, but the plan is to do every other game besides that. And then during the NFL season, I also go live. I do every single Dolphin game. I try to do every single primetime game and some games in between. As Henderson looks to throw in 2nd and 10. Has time, pass left side is an incomplete throwaway in the vicinity of Kurt Merritt. 3rd and 10. 1:55 to play. All right, Henderson in shotgun. I mean, and Henderson has earned himself the starting job either way. Looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Going to try and step up and avoid pressure, but unable to. And he is sacked. Peter Tomapenu gets home the first sack of the night for St. Louis. And it's 4th and 15. It took all night, but St. Louis eventually started to really get home. He got 2 plays, but they were a really effective 2 plays. Henderson is shotgun on 4th and 15, looking to throw once again. Has some time, gonna try and escape to his right, and sacked once again by Peter Taumupenu. As St. Louis will get the ball back with 1:13 to play. And we'll see Max Duggan to knee this one out. I mean, this front 7 of St. Louis, they were getting pressure all night. They finally get home. What a performance. Let him run. I mean, Houston does have 1 timeout. We might see 1 actual play. And Max Duggan is on. He's just going to knee this one out. what a week 1 showing for St. Louis. There were some questions surrounding their slow starts of past years. And Manny Wilkin, and also the question about what's this team going to look like without AJ McCarron for the first time in years. Manny Wilkins came out here and played phenomenally well, blew away expectations. Jacob Sailors had himself one hell of a night. And this St. Louis team as a whole, offensively, played phenomenally, but the real story is the defense. Damn near pitched a shutout, played so much better than I expected. And really showed up considering the fact that they changed, that was the side of the ball that changed the most from last year. They really showed out. Yes, it's against a Houston team that no one's really expecting a lot from. But they still showed out and still played really, really damn well. And they have their home opener next week against San Antonio. That should be a phenomenal game next week in week 2. But that will do it from Houston in week 1 of the for the first game of week 1 of the UFL. Once again, I'll be back live tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST as the San Antonio Brahmas, led by Kellen Mond, take on the Arlington Renegades, led by Luis Perez. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all here tomorrow. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.